Hello, my name is Bonnie Dean from Chief Left Hand Knits. Today I would like to show you embellishment on my latest hat pattern called Braided Head. This is a cable pattern that is purposefully designed to handle embroidery. You will see in here the teal. These are cross stitches that have been backstitched on top, and this is a Smyrna cross. I'm going to be demonstrating these in cream colored yarn on a swatch so that I can better demonstrate the stitches. As you can see on my swatch, the embroidery will go into the 2x2, the purl 2 column. Here, and the Smyrna cross will be in the center of the eye. In order to embroider this, I have placed cream colored yarn. That is 2 strands of embroidery yarn. You can use any kind of yarn you want that's multiple stranded so that you can test it out on your project. I definitely would test out what you think is going to work on your project before doing it. I am first going to demonstrate the cross stitch. You come from the back. I am using a pointy needle, a chenille needle, rather than a yarn needle with this, by the way. You come through from the back, and then you're going to make a cross about 2 rows down, staying perpendicular to the traveling stitches. You come from the right, go to the left, come from the right, go to the left, avoiding the stitches, the knit stitches that frame this area. Go from the right to the left, and you continue this until you have about 2/5 of your yarn used up. And then you're just going to go back up the opposite direction. So you're going to go from right to left, still making a cross. Right to left, making the cross. Right to left, making the cross. And right to left. But instead of going directly to the hole where the yarn came out of at first, you're going to come about halfway down in this yarn right here in order to make a back stitch. So you're going to complete the cross, and then you're going to have a back stitch. So you're going to come from top to bottom, and then you're going to come out underneath the next cross to make the next back stitch. So you're going to come from top to bottom, and then bottom to top underneath the next cross. And to finish that back stitch, you're going to come from top to bottom and then bottom to top under the last of these. And again, you can make 10 of these if you have the proper length of yarn. So use about 2/5 of your yarn before you go back the other direction. And that finishes this section. Now if I had actually used 2/5 of the yarn, I would have been out of yarn by now. But if you've underestimated the amount of space that you can cover, you can start again and continue on making your crosses, and then you would come up and finish the same way. Now I did want to show you how to weave in these ends efficiently. I do it like I would be doing a rib. You want to stay on the surface of the yarn, the surface of the stitches, and just take a little bit of the knit stitch on the back and holding the base of the yarn so that you don't affect the appearance of the embroidery on the other side. Pull it through and snip. You can also stretch it a little bit to make sure before you snip it, but I've snipped it long enough that that is not going to come out. The next stitch to demonstrate is the Smyrna cross, and I'm going to elongate the Smyrna cross. So I'm going to come from bottom to top, top to bottom, bottom to top in the corner of the eye, other side, bottom to top, and then I'm going to make a cross stitch over this. And that's performed the same way as we did cross stitch before. On my actual project, I used teal for the back stitch, cross stitch, and I used cream for the Smyrna cross. Enjoy!